Conscious collaboration brings together entrepreneurs, changemakers, and thought leaders. We aim to highlight the people that embody the idea of aligned mind, body, and business. Each week, we share, discuss, and learn from the various experiences and ideas of our guest experts. Through our discovery, we find a path to an aligned mind, body, and business.
What up, y'all? This is Emily.
And I'm Lisa, and we are the Conscious Collaboration. Hey, Emily.
Sup? How's it going?
It's going pretty well. Everyone's still talking about January was the longest 10 years they've ever had. And it feels
Yeah, and we do say that to some degree every January, but this one felt, extra January. I can't even say it anymore.
January.
January.
It's one of those words that in English it's not spelled, I think, how everybody says it.
Yeah.
We'll let it fly this time. So how's it been feeling to you, the energy lately?
So many different ways. I don't even know, you don't even know how to start to answer it when somebody's like, how are you? How are things? I'm like, you can't say all bad. You can't, there's a lot of things going on, but where do we, I don't know. How do we sum that up?
How do you?
I am not any one way. I am many different ways, right? I think that's kind of the energy too. This is just it's a lot of different ways.
There's a lot going on. I think it depends on when you ask and what you're asking about.
Yeah, well, and let's put a positive spin on it this way. And this actually reminds me of one of the reels that you sent me the other day. We're getting a lot of opportunities to look at situations and be like, okay, this is what it is. I don't really love it, but what can I do now, given that these are the circumstances, to create some positive outcomes here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How can I spend as little time as possible ruminating and cursing about how I don't want this and just move on to putting that same energy towards some kind of positive outcome?
Yeah. I mean, it feels really good to create right now. That's when I'm happiest. I know I've been sending you lots of reels, and whenever I get into that mode, I really love the feed that AI serves up to me because genuinely it's pretty positive, and I like that. But I think it's bringing all the best place of empowerment, like you're saying, is to have all the ideas and the energy to come from us rather than trying to pull it from external things right now, because there's a lot of noise.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that goes for all the time, but it's especially potent right now because there's so many big things happening, and regardless of where you fall on the different ends of the numerous issues, there's bound to be some some discomfort there, to say the least. And I don't know. I feel like it's hard because I see a lot of people that I care about who are, allowing external circumstances to really cause them just great suffering. And I think that, not to invalidate how anybody feels about anything, but there's just we just can't operate like that and expect to have any kind of quality. We have to at a certain point just carry on, water our own garden, and create what positive results we have the capacity to create. Because otherwise, it's just, you just add on to the negative snowball, which is
Right.
way easier to do than to actively create some positive results yourself, even if it's not, in the arena of the thing that is upsetting you. I hope that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it does make sense. I mean, so I was kind of going down the rabbit hole of absorbing some content from people that are pulling together research about quantum entanglement. And there was some research where they removed some DNA from, I don't know if I sent this to you, but I went way into it these days, on the past couple days here. They removed some DNA from a collection of people and put it at different locations, like first, like somewhere else in the room, and then miles away, and then 250 miles away with other people. And what they found was the anxiety or the happiness or the joy or whatever that the person felt was resonating in the DNA even farther away and affecting people in that environment. So, which it just blows my mind. Like, we talk about that all the time. Especially in feng shui, we're talking about how the environment affects us, how words affect us, how what we see and what we choose to surround ourselves with affects us. But there really is some data and research and experiments that are happening that shows if you're going down that path of being disturbed for a long time repetitiously, that's not only going to negatively impact you, but it could also be impacting someone miles away from you because you're in that state for so long. So, I don't know, isn't that weird?
Super weird, but I mean, it definitely resonates.
Yeah.
Even in the context.
It makes me think you have to even be like really careful, like who you're intimate with and like how long like that DNA like that you contain. I know obviously like, kids are examples of like their DNA, but in choosing people as romantic partners, even you have to be really super careful about that. If those experiments are true, like we're believing.
And keep your detox pathways intact.
Yeah. What are
lots of antioxidants, people?
Antioxidants for negative DNA and also all the flu that's going around.
Yeah. It's been a sick season, like crazy.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
I've got a whole kindergartner class over here, so
I'm dodging viruses over here like a ninja.
I have oxacillum and what is garlic oil? No, oregano oil is what I have. Yeah, I'm doing all that stuff. But let's do.
You know what I wonder too? Yes, let's do that. And I'm gonna finish this thought now since I already started to have it.
I saw your face
like these like private thoughts. It's not like a thought to make anybody's face light up. So that's kind of weird. But at any rate, I was thinking, I wonder if my bout of food poisoning back in November perhaps wasn't actually food poisoning, but because I tend to be, I don't know if it was a nurse thing or whatever, but I would tend to a lot of times get something, whatever the funk du jour is, one time early, but before it was a thing, and then I would never have an issue again. And I wonder if that was kind of the scenario there.
You think it's like the bird flu or something?
I don't think it's the bird flu. Humans can't get the bird flu as far as I understand it. Or
H1N1
was swine flu. No, I don't think it was any of those things, but I mean there's a whole number of viruses that could, you know, that could happen. I think people are getting norovirus right now. Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows? But it could have been,
That
and it could have just been food poisoning, you know. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But yeah.
I went down the path of like protein related ingested flus. I don't know if that's a possible thing, but
No, I think usually that comes from more like produce and stuff. Well, I mean, it could obviously be raw meat or whatever, but I'm pretty I'm pretty good about that. In general, food, you know, food cross contamination and whatnot is possible, but who knows?
onward
I'm better
and
now.
upward.
Okay. I'm okay now.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. So
After the mass
let's
exodus. So what do you say?
cards-
Like, let's put some context around tucking in on the energy around the conscious collaboration collective and where we see our energies best focused for the coming month. Does that feel good?
Sure.
Any other context to put around that?
No. I think I don't know if people are on the same wavelength as me. I think just a lot of general guidance is good right now.
All right. So the general energy around everybody right now is 59, which is dispersing. See that okay, or is it too glary?
I can see it.
Dispersing. It's like the island in the distance with the waves in the forefront. Wind above and water below. That's hexagram 59. The energy around.
I've seen that one.
Yes, you have. Yeah, you'll remember it when I remind you about that. And then moving forward, containment of potential.
Definitely seen that one.
Yes. We seem to get containment of potential quite a bit.
Those are kind of opposite things.
Dispersing.
When you think about it, dispersing is like letting it go, letting it out, you know, and then containment, holding it in,
pulling it back together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're picking up on. So containment of potentials, mountain above and sky below, that's hexagram 26. So we're shifting from 59 into 26. Yeah. So you'll remember this. So dispersing talks about before the heart, the first thing to dissolve is any mental rigidity that might be feeding a sense of separation from others. Try to work closely with your friends and compatriots, concentrating on common activities that emanate from your integrity and goodwill. Some slightly dramatic action in support of the greater good might shift energy, lift spirits, and lead to new possibilities.
Slightly dramatic action.
That sounds like Blair.
Just being slightly dramatic, officer. Don't mind me.
That's how you have to attract people to want to work with you and collaborate with you. Get their attention. Be a little bit
slightly dramatic, y'all.
Just slightly. Don't be
the most.
Don't get arrested at this time. So there's quite a bit of change energy and just interpersonal and inner self here. There's 1, 3, and 5. Trying to see where the change lines are. My eyeballs are getting old. Okay, so in all significant undertakings, it is critical that dissension be handled quickly. Misunderstandings and feuds that are allowed to linger and fester can rapidly develop into wounds that affect an entire community or project. Conflicts caused by hidden factors need to be brought to light and dissolved as soon as possible to avoid further arguments and wasted energy. Once this is done, good fortune awaits. So if you're in a collaboration and you found people that you're calling together to dissolve rigidity in your mindset, you might want to make sure that any disputes are brought to the forefront and dissolved. Interesting. I don't know. Lots of collaboration vibes, lots of, just trust and transparency vibes here. So if there's a project that you're working on with others, I'm always in quite a few, so that's helpful to me. Sometimes in the course of great work, it is important to let go of any thought of self or desire for personal reward. Look within yourself for what may be causing an obstacle or a problem. Losing yourself in the work, if the work is vital, is an excellent way to let go of regrets. I like that.
Yeah, I always like the emphasis on looking to yourself, looking to work on yourself in terms of solving a problem, even if the problem is truly,
Mm-hmm.
someone else or something else. Yeah.
I like this, obviously crisis can mean opportunity, but only when like-minded people are organized behind an inspiring ideal. So if you're feeling or sensing a crisis, there's an opportunity in it, and to rally people into looking towards that opportunity, maybe as a project or an event of some sort.
But keyword surrounding an inspiring ideal, not a negative,
Yes.
Yeah,
approach it from the positive.
like what can we achieve that is a positive outcome?
And hopefully creative and fun and all those good things. If you're not in alignment with the greater good of all, you will become a victim of the chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So just really calling upon a lot of immense energy and generosity to seize the moment and rally others. You're a good cheerleader, so that should be right up your alley.
I was an actual cheerleader.
Yeah, so if you guys have questions on how to rally people, Emily is the go-to person for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really helpful. So looking into the next month, as we talk about containment of potential, which I like. So this points to the command and control of great power, a power that increases as it is wisely stewarded. During normal times, daily ritual and habit keep life ordered and serene. In times of exceptional opportunity, the force of power, powerful personality is required. That's that flair that we were talking about. What was the word choice?
Like drama, slightly dramatic.
Focused attention is required to channel this potential and achieve supreme success. So it sounds like really got to draw up your, if someone asks you in an interview, do you have any special talents? Yes, you do.
I got the move.
Wait till you get a load of this.
Get a load of this.
Jazz hands. It says you have considerable reserves of energy and support to draw upon. This is an excellent time to nurture creativity by collecting and organizing your best ideas and plans. Now, even a large and difficult undertaking can be successful. A hidden source of power for those who wish to do noble deeds is the study of the past. So maybe reflect back on not only just past for yourself, but ancestral past, anything in your family that you should have learned lessons from, or textbooks. Good fortune comes to those who unearth such valuable treasures by applying the lessons of the ages to their current situation. So that this really exciting containment of potential in the coming month, we know that we're going to have to, it sounds like I just did a commercial for the conscious collaboration.
I mean, good. Let's use it.
This is why we exist. To disperse the bad times, it's call upon your like-minded people and rally them. And it sounds like you get to be dramatic.
Yeah. Well,
Perfect
it's
for air
like
sign.
blowing on the Nintendo cartridge.
Yeah. Blow off the dust.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Just a little slight drama to stir things up,
yeah.
right?
A
And then
little
flick it back in, and
and there it goes.
potential contained. Boom.
Yeah. That's interesting that came to you.
I don't know why.
When we create our own deck of I Ching, that's going to be our
Disbursement card, the Nintendo cartridge.
blow off the dust off
If you know, you know.
Yep.
Those things will still work if you blow.
I know we have some.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have like the Nintendo console. We have like the little mini, what is that called? With the little cartridges.
Game Boy?
Game Boy? Is that what they're called? Yeah. Ancient. Calling upon the lessons of the ancestors.
Game Boy was the handheld Nintendo.
It's a handheld Nintendo. Yeah, we have that.
Yeah. Game Boy.
Yeah, the kids don't quite
And
get
then
the
I think
concept.
the other one, Sega had a version of it or whatever. And
Yes,
the other brands, PlayStation probably has one, but
well, I think this ended
Game Boy.
up being like a very constructive and useful I Ching because considering it's the feeling of dispersing that's happening, like so much scatteredness. And there may be some sense of obstacles, but really it's an opportunity. And I think for many of us who are listening in our collaborative collective, we like to get a little jazzy and rally people to things. So maybe everybody listening is feeling a little bit inspired to try something new and collaborate and create new projects and services. And I guess the lesson is make sure bring conflicts and any kind of holes or anything to the forefront and clear them out before it becomes a bigger issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Had a whole bunch of towers and clearing the dust, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you can play, Mario Brothers with ease.
Mario 3, preferably.
Mario 3 to be specific. Why?
Mm-hmm. That's
Why
just
Mario
the best.
3? That's why.
Anybody.
I don't remember. I just remember
This was the best. It's like
that scenery.
the way they structured it, and the best scenery. Yeah. You had all the fun, the warp whistles, and like all the different worlds. Oh yeah, Mario 3 was my jam.
Oh yeah, Mario 3 had like a heaven realm or something, didn't it? Like
yeah.
very shamanic.
Yeah, you could get the feather where you could fly the
and
whole
you like
time.
go up above the clouds.
Princess feather, I think they called it.
Yeah.
They made that like that really high.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a whole shamanic allegory in Mario 3.
Yeah.
Upper
Mario
world.
3 was the
They got the upper world, the middle world, the lower world.
Oh yeah, they did. You sure did. Is Mario a shaman?
I think so. I mean, by description,
Cool.
I think. Don't you?
Okay.
And I think so. And like maybe Luigi's like a shadow self.
Huh.
Ah,
I guess.
deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts.
We'll have to. I don't
Okay.
think she'll know anything about it, but we're going to be having Zelda on as a guest in the coming weeks, who is a Jungian expert, and I talk about her all the time. And she's coming on, and she's supposed to give us a great, Carl Jung 101 type of like whatever we want to ask her. So
Awesome.
that we want to talk about shadow selves or dream work or self-actualization, whatever we can ask. We should start thinking about those questions now because I think that's a huge resource.
Yeah, and if you guys have any on that note, let's go ahead and hear them in the Conscious Collaboration Collective. Or
Yes.
our emails or our DMs. Holler at us. With your questions.
Come find us in the group. We let a few more people into the group yesterday. And we have some exciting guests that are lining up. And if you guys have a story to tell or something that you would like to, use some dramatic flair to entice us into collaborating with us.
Slightly dramatic, okay.
Slightly dramatic. Nothing to be arrested for. We would love to hear about it. See you in there.
Well, if you do get arrested in the name of trying to be on the Conscious Collaboration podcast, we will certainly hear you out.
We'll immortalize you and make a statue.
Well, I've got to see what it is you did to get arrested first before we co-sign. But
yeah. Well, hopefully it's cute, whatever it is, like dramatic flair. And
you're that level of committed. Like we do want to hear from you.
Yeah,
we want to know what's up.
Yes, we want to know what's up. All right. Well, Emily, it was nice to hang out with you. And guys, thanks for listening and supporting us and liking the Conscious Collaboration podcast and subscribing so you can catch our next episode as well, too. And we will talk to you in 5.
Talk to you in 5. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank y'all so much for listening to our podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends so they can join our circle of collaboration on this journey. You can find us on Instagram at Conscious Collaboration Podcast, on Spotify, iTunes, and Audible, to name a few. Please join us next time for another deep dive into how you can live life in more alignment, mind, body, and business. Send us your questions and comments in our DMs or email us at consciouscollaborationpodcast@gmail.com. See you in 5 minutes.